From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN Noon News.
Good Tuesday afternoon. I'm Victoria Hill in for Andrea Lutz. Thank you for joining us on the Noon News. Getting kids ready for the COVID-19 vaccine is more than just taking them to their appointment. We'll tell you about a program that can calm their nerves. That story is ahead, but first. Our top story for today's leading look. It's Election Day. Several ballot issues will mold the future in cities across the state. In Billings, a $7 million public safety levy is up for a vote. Residents will also decide if recreational marijuana can be sold within city limits. They'll also have a say on taxing medicinal and recreational marijuana. In Gallatin County, they're asking voters for a $29 million bond to replace the Law and Justice Center. Bozeman is asking for a levy to raise up to $1 million each year to increase availability and diversity of community housing. A $2.2 million bond will fund renovations at the Bogart Pool, the Bozeman Swim Center, and Lindley Center. And a $6.7 million bond will give the fire station 2 a new home on MSU's campus. Be sure to watch your local MTN newscast tonight at 10 o'clock for the latest election results or visit us online. COVID-19 was the third leading cause of death in Montana in 2020 and is likely to be the same for 2021. More than 1,250 Montanans died from complications from the sickness last year. That number is expected to be even higher this year, as more than 1,100 have already been recorded. COVID-19 trails heart disease, which kills an average of 2,200 Montanans a year, and cancer at almost 2,100 deaths a year. The Missoula Rural Fire Station in PILTVILLE is getting ready to move on to its next home, and the town's residents are concerned. That's because the firehouse building will be up for sale. It also happens to be the town's only identifier with the PILTVILLE's name on it. Residents are concerned the new buyers will use the space for something that doesn't fit into the town's atmosphere. The public auction for the PILTVILLE station is scheduled for January 15th, 2022. And rather than waiting last minute to order holiday gifts online, MTN's Hannah Hislop tells us why the best gift might be closer to home than you think.
So it's compounding, and it's going to impact our holiday. There's just no way around it.
Cargo ships stopped in the ports across the country will affect all of us this holiday season. This comes as the BBB has been notified by some companies that they have orders placed all the way out to next year. So what about here in Montana? Jen Hildebrand, owner of Sunday School, a clothing and shoe store, says she normally orders inventory 1 year ahead of time, but even now those shipments are delayed.
My shipments right now that I went ahead and I ordered a year ago, I'm getting notifications right now saying that they will not ship until July. That is a 6-month variation.
Frida says to make sure you start shopping now and don't wait for those big sales like Black Friday or Cyber Monday, because they likely won't be big sales. Instead, she suggests to shop local.
It really is important, especially coming out of the pandemic, we shop local. We keep the money in our own towns, but then you know who you're shopping with. Versus going online and maybe taking a chance with a company you may or may not know and getting a product you may or may not get.
Buy local when you can. Everybody loves, the 2-day shipping, quick, whatever, the Amazon effect, absolutely. But there's still a lot of really great businesses that are local in town that have a lot of great products.
With the demand for goods so high right now and with the supply too low to meet those needs, prices are only rising.
So right now with that shortage, expect higher prices, and you're seeing it across the board, from food to computer chips to household items. Prices have increased.
To make the perfect storm this holiday season, we are also experiencing staff shortages. So be patient, budget, and shop local. In Missoula, Hannah Hislop, MTN News.
Well, it has been chilly, but we are starting to see a warming trend. In fact, let's take a look at this weekend through the middle part of November. You can see for the most part of the region, we're leaning warmer than average. You get up there in the extreme northwest corner, it's near normal. Now let's take it from November 15th through the middle of the month. You can see still leaning warmer than average and near normal up to the northwest. So no change there. So look at those projected highs today. You're seeing a lot more 50s across the board today. As we move forward, we're going to see some 60s and maybe even some 70s as we get into Thursday and Friday, and then we're going to cool right back down. So we can see those temperatures maybe warming up more than what we really want it to be, a little bit above seasonal. And the question is, will we have any rain to go with the warmer than normal temperatures? I'll let you know with the main forecast coming up.
Children ages 5 to 11 may be able to get a COVID-19 vaccine as early as tomorrow. Now, many kids face a challenge overcoming their fear of needles. An estimated 63% of children are afraid of needles, and so are many of their parents. CBS's Dr. Tara Narula introduces us to a program that uses science, technology, and superheroes to help kids overcome their anxiety.
Azariah Bannister likes to think he's got superpowers. But when it comes to getting his upcoming flu shot, he needs a little help.
Your smart brain knows that signal isn't important to you right now.
Meet Super Meg, a chatbot that helps kids overcome their fears about needles.
They are doing the poke to help you be healthy.
Created by the Meg Foundation, a nonprofit focused on pain management, Super Meg guides 9-year-old Azariah through the vaccine process.
Everyone does better when they know what to expect.
Teaching him breathing and distraction techniques, so when he arrives at Inova Children's Hospital in Virginia,
do you want to look, or do you want to look away or look at mom?
Azariah is ready.
All right. All done.
I took a deep breath and looked away.
Science shows the source of pain lies in the brain.
Pain is not just about the needle going in the skin, it's about the anxiety.
Jody Thomas is a pediatric psychologist and CEO of the Meg Foundation.
Again, kids often feel like they don't have a choice to get that poke, so as much choice as we can give them. Which arm do we want that poke in? Which toy do you want to bring? Do you want to sit on my lap?
How does the debate that obviously children have been hearing from the adults around them complicate the preparation for the vaccine rollout to young children?
Kids are, of course, hearing everything. They always do. We're hearing kids talk about that they want to get this vaccination because it not only keeps themselves healthy, but it's helping take care of others. And that's an incredibly powerful message for kids. They're doing something good for the world.
You did it!
For Azariah, he plans to use his new superpowers for the next big shot, his COVID vaccine.
It's a pandemic, and it's very fatal. I don't want to get sick.
Dr. Tara Narula, CBS News, New York.